check, chickadee one, two, 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 two. So what we had here, and for about for as long as I've known the electric boat and the General Dynamics, the electric boat specifically, the electric boat General Dynamics, same time, is what they does is they build submarines, and what they does is they build submarines and program submarines, and what they does between the years 1990 and the last I checked was the year 2016, is that they can build submarines for people that can afford submarines, not only the United States military or the United States of America Navy or any kind of military or any kind of Navy. So in 2016, there was this very expensive man that came to town, and he came to town. He showed up at my house, and we hung out in the house, and we hung out in the backyard, and then we hung out at the Fort Trumbull, and then we hung out at the Little City, and then we hung out at the Mohegan Reservation, and then we hung out at the Little City, and then we hung out at the Fort Trumbull, and then we hung out in my backyard. And while it's at the Fort Trumbull, he says, they don't only build submarines for the Navy, they also build the submarines for the people that can afford. Plenty of private people have come through and paid for the submarine. I even remember exactly how much it cost back then, and I can do a little tiny bit of internets or looks up through and see exactly how much they cost, and eventually purchase one myself. Now, how commercials were related to the segments in this one and why they're the best of this one is perhaps in the 1408 film as the Hoffman Hotel of the New York City, close to the Limelight Church, which was the Hoffman Church, which was the Hoffman Limelight. Well, Limelight was a church that my great-grandmother attended when she first got to New York City, and then after Nameless, Blood Tide, family member, Sugar E, became a Grateful Dead band member, she decided to make it into a Bear Owlsley Stanley extension for techno music. And I hear that my babysitters from 1990, I had two prestigious on her account. There was the Hilton and there was the Trump, because she was the Hoffman and Rich from the Swiss. Her first cousin invented the lysergic acid diethyl says, and she worked Manhattan on her own, in New York City on her own. So for her, that was her career, about 40 years. It was her life career. So what she does is, did she buy the library seen in the film Constantine? Is that the Library of the New Yorks? That film is particularly in New York, but is that the Hoffman Library? Is that the Hoffman Library near the Hoffman Hotel? And the Limelight Church is, I has the book from the church of when it was a church that she read at that church. And so besides that, it turned into the Limelight dancey music for the technos, and perhaps I did attend in my youth, and I was going to look up that next and see if that'll be the next commercial sit after maybe a 2 upload and some from Best of 102 Pilot. Sit 22222 1.